All right, let's dive into one of the most chaotic thought experiments you could possibly imagine. What happens when you take a character who, let's be honest, breaks every single rule in his own universe and just drop him into a galaxy with a completely different and way more rigid set of rules? This isn't just a crossover. No, this is the story of a catastrophic glitch in the very matrix of destiny.
See, you've got to understand that the Star Wars galaxy runs on a very specific cosmic script. The Force, it's not just space magic, right? It's this invisible thread that connects every single living being. It dictates fate, balance, destiny, the whole shebang. So in a way, every character is already pre-written. They're all just playing a part in a story that's been thousands of years in the making.
And then, this happens. A dimensional tear just plops Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, right into the middle of the Clone Wars. Now, he's not just another player on the galactic chessboard. Oh no, he is a totally unscripted actor who operates on principles that are completely alien to this galaxy. He is, for lack of a better term, a total narrative collapse.
And this, right here, this frames the immediate crisis perfectly. I mean, think about it. For a mastermind like Palpatine, who sees the entire galaxy as a probability matrix he can control, Vegeta he's an impossible number. He's that one unpredictable variable that makes every single one of his carefully laid plans totally and utterly obsolete. The galaxy's ultimate manipulator has just met the ultimate wild card.
So why is he so different? What's the secret sauce? Well, it all comes down to his power source, Ki. This isn't some external, universal energy field you can tap into. It is the exact opposite. It's a purely internal life force, something that's cultivated and weaponized through just sheer discipline, incredible willpower, and endless, brutal combat. It belongs to the individual and to the individual alone.
And this really gets to the core of the conflict. You see, the Force is external and universal. Ki is internal and individual. A Jedi can sense your intent because they feel ripples in the Force. But Vegeta, he doesn't make any ripples. He's not even a void in the Force that you can sense. He's just not there. He's not on that plane of existence. And that makes Jedi precognition, one of their greatest advantages, completely and utterly useless against him.
And you can see the immediate effect this has on the galaxy's most powerful warriors. Anakin Skywalker himself, the Chosen One, can't make sense of it. He feels something, a presence, a power, but it's like trying to touch a ghost that operates on a completely different set of physical laws. For the Jedi, this isn't just a threat, it's a full-blown ontological crisis.
And then there are the raw numbers. I mean, just look at this. This chart puts the physical disparity in some seriously stark terms. You've got Anakin and Dooku, right? These guys are at the absolute pinnacle of power in their galaxy. And yet, Vegeta, just upon arrival, and this isn't even him at full strength, is literally off the chart. This isn't a fight, it's a statistical error. But, raw power isn't everything. During his duel with Count Dooku, Vegeta faces his first real test. Dooku unleashes forced lightning. And this is a weapon that isn't just physical energy. It's a specialized dark side attack that completely bypasses key defenses and assaults the nervous system and the spirit directly. For the first time, Vegeta feels genuine, debilitating pain.
But here's the thing. While the attack causes a ton of pain, the Sith's ultimate goal, corruption, it fails. It fails spectacularly. And the reason is fascinating. Sovereign willpower. See, unlike the Jedi who try to suppress their emotions, Vegeta has domesticated his darkness. He's mastered it. The dark side simply can't find a foothold in a mind that's already completely occupied by its own monumental ego.
And Vegeta himself just lays it out perfectly. He draws a massive line in the sand between Saiyan fury and Sith corruption. For him, anger is a tool. It's a weapon to be controlled and wielded with precision and discipline. For the Sith, though, anger is a master that eventually consumes them. As he says, I own my anger. It doesn't own me.
The result of this duel sends a strategic shockwave across the galaxy. And get this, Vegeta doesn't even fully transform. He just gives Dooku a tiny glimpse, a flicker of that golden Super Saiyan aura, and the power increases so immense, so terrifying, that Dooku, one of the galaxy's most feared duelists, is forced into a full-on tactical retreat. The Sith now know they are facing a threat on a scale they could have never, ever imagined.
So now we get to the climax. Chancellor Palpatine has spent decades building this perfect disguise of a harmless politician, right? He's fooled the entire Jedi Order. But his disguise is built to fool those who sense the light side and the dark side. Vegeta doesn't sense that. He senses power.
and he immediately detects this immense, suppressed energy signature hiding deep within the Chancellor. The jig is up.
And Vegeta's judgment is immediate, it's unfiltered, and from a warrior's perspective, it's utterly damning. He doesn't see some brilliant manipulator, he sees a coward hiding his true strength. And to a Saiyan, someone who lives by the creed of openly demonstrating your power, this is the ultimate sign of dishonor. And just like that, the greatest secret in the galaxy is laid bare, not through years and years of Jedi investigation, but in a single confrontational moment. The political leader is unmasked as the Dark Lord of the Sith, the puppet master who's been pulling the strings of the entire war from the very beginning.
Now, Sidious, being the strategist he is, immediately makes Vegeta an offer. He offers him everything he could possibly want: a path home, unlimited power, a prime spot in the new galactic order. But Vegeta rejects it all. Why? Because accepting would mean becoming someone else's pawn. And instead, he chooses to protect the Jedi, not because he agrees with their weak philosophy, but because he respects them as honorable warriors. His personal code is more important than any personal gain. So, when you look at the big picture, Vegeta's impact isn't just about his insane power levels. What he really does is introduce a third option into the galaxy's black and white conflict. He's not light and he's not dark. He represents something new: raw power with honor. He's a warrior who values his personal code over some cosmic destiny or corrupting ambition. And his presence forces everyone, both Jedi and Sith, to evolve. And this leads to the profound, kind of tragic irony of his situation. His only way home, the only way back to his universe, is to generate an energy concentration that's equivalent to a supernova. So his greatest power is both his only escape route and a potential extinction-level event for the very galaxy he now finds himself, surprisingly, defending. Which leaves us with this final, really provocative question. In a galaxy where the Force's idea of balance has led to endless, manufactured wars, could it be that a single, unpredictable variable, one honorable warrior with the power to literally shatter suns, is actually a more effective catalyst for real change and maybe even real peace than the cosmic destiny that has failed for millennia? It's definitely something to think about.